Landlord myth or fact? Long-term tenancies are the holy grail, and we should be doing everything we can to maintain tenancies as long as possible. Is this true or not? Find out in today's video. I'm Jennifer Ruelens, landlord, educator, advocate, and broker at One Focus Property Management. And this one may be controversial, but I stand by it. This is a myth, but not in its entirety. Investors overvalue long-term tenancy. They think that by having a tenant in the property for 10 or more years, that it's an accomplishment. And there are upsides: no vacancy, you reach a degree of comfort with your tenant, and you don't have to do renovations. It really does seem like the best way to go. But there are downsides that I think investors don't pay enough attention to, because to pay attention to them would require them to put in more effort. Some of those downsides are that I have yet to see a long-term tenant who is paying market rent. When I hear that a tenant has been in a property for longer than 5 years, I can tell you with a very high degree of certainty that that tenant's rent is very likely at least 15% behind the market, usually more. Another downside is that long-term tenants can start to feel a sense of ownership in the property. Now, this can be a good thing, right? When they're taking care of the property as if it were their own, and that those standards meet your standards as well. But there can be some other issues. What if they start bossing around the tenants, bossing around your vendors, or maybe making alterations to the property, again, feeling that they've been there so long and have such a degree of comfort with you that this won't be a problem at all. These downsides are very common issues with long-term tenants. I'm not against long-term tenancy. I'm only against long-term tenancy when it's achieved through not keeping rent at market or by avoiding improvements and repairs to the property. And I find that those reasons are often the primary drivers for landlords overvaluing long-term tenancy. You can avoid this outcome by simply renewing and looking at your leases as they come up for renewal. If they're in month-to-month status, just set an anniversary date and look at them every year. Make sure that you're always fully aware of the market rent for your property and what you would need to do to get that property ready for a qualified tenant today. By ignoring these things, you get into a sense of complacency, and the problem can become so large that you're really fearful of losing that tenant. It would be a really bad outcome to have a long-term tenant, say maybe 15 years in your property, who's been underpaying that whole time. And then when they do need to leave the property, you, the investor, are stuck with a property that is dated, perhaps requiring a full renovation, and you haven't gotten your full value out of that time in your investment. And now you're forced to put more capital in to keep the property viable in today's market. I see this happen all the time. Landlords are caught off guard and they're not able to keep their rental property attractive to qualified tenants in the current market. So it's really important we keep our properties up and that we're prepared for anything, because tenants can leave at any time. Now, I know this one was controversial and you might disagree with me. If you do, let me know in the comments. Tell me what your experience has taught you. And in the meantime, subscribe to our channel and share this video with an investor friend. We'll see you next time.